Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about the poem in honor of the High and Mighty Princess Queen Elizabeth, one of happy memory. This poem has a very, very long title. This was written by Anne Bradstreet. Now, before I go into the summary and analysis of this poem by Anne Bradstreet, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. Now, let's get to the meat and bones of this poem. Very interesting poem. This poem, I'll simply say that it's like a a tribute to the Queen. All right, Queen the first, and it really speaks. Anne Bradstreet here really speaks to how powerful Queen Elizabeth was, how important she was. The poem really, the whole, first few lines just talk about, her life. This is kind of like reflecting upon her life. This is after she had died. And this poem is like a eulogy, it's like a eulogy. And she really commends and praises Queen Elizabeth I. She says that many people are bringing her riches, gold, bring her gifts, because she was just such a wonderful queen. She within the poem, Anne Bradstreet talks about how her battles with the Spanish, how she put the Spanish to shame, how she defeated them. Here, Bradstreet also talks about how the leadership of the queen is none, no one, no king, no queen on earth has ever reached the heights that Queen Elizabeth reached during her tenure, during her time as the leader, the monarch of England. She says that England has peace, England has prosperity, England is growing, England is powerful, England has reached out and conquered many places of the world, or as the dominant force of the world. That England has the colonies, that England has the money, the wealth, the finances, the noble blood of the world. That England is just a powerful machine because of the Queen, because of this high and mighty Princess Queen Elizabeth I. Bradstreet really goes into it. She talks about her virtues, her honors, her intelligence, her brilliance, her prowess as a chief, her leadership as a monarch, her glory, her grace. And she talks about, she kind of like sticks the finger to the men who say that women can't lead. She really sticks it to them, make sure that they know that the Queen of England has done all of this without a king, that the Queen of England is the boss. Really, this poem, the whole thing is just like, man, this queen was amazing. This queen was revolutionary. This queen did it all. She conquered. She took over. She brought in money. People love her. There's peace in England. There's prosperity in England. Everybody love her. She's won military battles. She's won battles at sea. She's won the hearts of the people. She's won. She's a winner. That's the sentiment, the inspiration, the feeling, the mood, the tone of this poem. Bradstreet really goes into it. She tells us that this woman is an absolute boss, that she did it all, and that men need to be quiet and say that the narrative that women can't lead. Bradstreet really puts it in here, saying, of course they can. Look at what this queen has done. And people have still praised her. And she kind of like tells us, tell me, bring up anybody, anyone you want, that has been a king, a ruler, a monarch, that has done better than Queen, the princess, excuse me, the high and mighty Princess Queen Elizabeth I. My goodness. This poem, it is inspiring. It has that boldness, that gusto of how amazing this monarch was. And then she goes into her virtues, how wonderful she is, how graceful she is, that there will be no one who can step up to her because she's done it all. So the poem really highlights all of that, and really, saying that, her death is, she was great, but her death is her death, and kind of like highlighting all these things that this queen has done, and everything she represents to women and to the world, and how far she's brought England as a monarch, as a ruler. And so that's really the poem. I mean, you get it from the title. The title really goes right into it, the deep meaning of it, that this woman who died, who was the queen, she was a princess, she was a queen, she was high, she was mighty, she was revolutionary, she was smart, intelligent, graceful, honored, she held virtue, and she brought much prosperity and much success militarily, socially, economically, politically to England. Bradstreet really highlights that there is no one in history that can stand up to the greatness of Queen Elizabeth I. So that's the poem. That's the main idea. That's the meat and potatoes of what's going on in this poem. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video.